This, Your Grace, is a game of tough choices. It will be impossible to satisfy the needs of every petitioner. Sometimes your subjects will have spiteful intentions, and sometimes life will get in the way. If you simply have enough resources at the end of each week, that's good enough. This will be the kind of game that's difficult on me, kind of mentally and emotionally, because I get really invested in trying to solve every problem. But let's see how I do. It is time, Your Grace. Select the throne to step down. Mark? Me? Me? Oh. I had better put on the crown. Explore the rooms to find items of interest. Find your inventory in the lower left corner. Select an item to interact with it. Oh, okay. I didn't realize there'd actually be an element like this to this game. I kind of thought it was just going to be a series of choices. But now I kind of want to explore around a little bit more. Just to see if I can find anything else in here that's worth interacting with. Nope, guess not. So... crown it is. It's getting a bit rusty. Really? Made your crown out of something that tarnishes? Not a very good crown. You can leave any room by walking to the edge of the screen or by selecting the doors. Okay. This is a map of your castle. Select the castle wall to go there. Your Grace! A deserter! Found one of ours hiding in a shed. Shed? Why would you do this, Sobek? There's too many of them! You have no chance of winning! If you let him off, the rest may follow. However, our army is sparse as it is. We need every set of hands able to hold a sword, Your Grace. Murder! Anyone who refuses to stand for Davern will be met with justice. A shame. You did what you had to, Your Grace. Over here, Your Grace. You left me no choice. How bad is it, General? Our men are scared. It's the middle of the night, and yet it's so bright as if Svarog himself walked our lands. The thin walls won't last long, and we lack any solid defense measures. We don't have enough men. Once they get in, we have nothing we can throw their way. Can you hear the chanting? They're getting ready. We'd better get started. I've gathered archers from all the other walls. They're awaiting you at the wall, Your Grace. There's still time to put up the white flags. Your Grace. Grace? Your Grace! Okay. But I'm already at the castle wall. Am I not the maximum amount of being at the castle wall already? They're like... Do I go through the door? Oh, maybe I exit the other side? That is... Okay, maybe I'm supposed to go back to the throne room, even though it kind of implied I'm supposed to be at the wall? Okay. Your Grace. I feel like this isn't quite right. Maybe I just had to leave the wall and then come back to it? Oh, okay. Apparently there's no prompt, but if I press the A button by the door, it lets me go in it. I've opted for what appears to be the inspirational speech option. We stood together through the worst of times. We have proved our strength in many battles, and today we will prove it again. My bravest men, I bid you fight for all you hold dear. For Davern! Arg! One year earlier. Okay, so I've gone back in time. 3, 2, 1. Okay, here I come. You have found me. Well done, Father. Well, you weren't hiding very well. Come now, Lorusula. Lorsula? Lorsulia. Lorsulia. It's not often we can do this. I told you, I don't want to play. Aren't you too old for this? Lorsulia, that's no way to speak to your father. Lorsulia is a stick in the mud. Shut it, Asalia. We can see you from miles away. I don't know, she was pretty well hidden until she popped out. Oh, you know I'm not playing with you, darling. The sun finally came out. Let me enjoy it. Got you! Shouldn't have insulted your sister from across the gardens. She always has to ruin everything. She's so proud she couldn't even find a place to hide. I wasn't even trying to hide. I don't want to play. Next time you don't want to play, maybe try writing a formal announcement. Oh wait, you can't write. Of course I can, you nitwit. Cut it out, both of you. And here's the little one. No! I was doing so well. You must have cheated. Or peeked. I demand another trial of the game. How official, ha! Maybe next time, Sedani. Forgive me, Your Grace. I hate to interrupt, but your subjects will soon arrive. Alright, enough games. The throne awaits. The petitioners will start queuing in a moment, Your Grace. We really need to shorten the visiting hours. Wait. No. E? Oh, E. Okay. Can you go and speak to Lursulia, my dear? I've tried talking to her, but she just won't respond. I don't know what's gotten into her recently. Maybe she'll open up a bit more to you. She's probably wandering about the wall. Of course, my sweetest. Not exactly what I was expecting from a petitioner, but okay. For Greece, I bring bad news. Recent rains have soaked through our roofs. The pantry roof has collapsed, as well as some of the walls of our dungeon. Only one cell is currently functional. We should really fix those things before they get worse. Otherwise, we'll keep losing supplies. You will see the required fixes in your weekly summary at the end of the week. When you meet people and talk to petitioners, your advisor makes a note about the encounters in your archives. You can see all the entries by selecting the Archives button below. Okay? Greece, my daughter's wedding is at hand. Congratulations! The problem is, we don't have enough gold or supplies to make a worthy feast. What will my daughter's in-laws think of our family? We want to hire a band, buy some of that fancy wine on the market. We would only need 5 gold and 5 supplies. I don't know who you even are. Are you a noble? You don't look like a noble. Why are you even here? Why do I care about your daughter's wedding? I did congratulate him, so presumably he's someone of at least moderately vague importance, I guess. I feel like this might be a mistake, but I'll go ahead and do it. Okay, so I gained happiness out of it. You can't have a marriage without music and something to kill the thirst. Oh yes, the thirst's the worst. We'll show these peasants what a real feast looks like. Aha! Your Grace, I've come here representing my village. We want to ask you for 7 gold to help us gather tools and resources to build the inn. Could really use a new place to rest after a long day of work. Okay. That's reasonable. Monsters! Beasts dressed in black. They came in the night. Unseen, unheard, until they arrived. They attacked the village. We heard the dreadful screams of the slain. Your Grace, I beg you, you must send your men. Check what happened. Find those responsible. Tell me more. Who are they? Bright red heads, short but sharp fangs. Hundreds of them. Gleaming metal for their claws. We've never seen anything like this. Okay, same thing again. The general should deal with these bandits easily. Thank you, Your Grace. Select the glowing flower to advance to the next week once you're ready. Sometimes you will need to see your family members before you can advance. Blue icons indicate important matters to attend to. Green icons show optional conversations. Hello to my second viewer. Welcome! Yes, Father? To explain the fight in the gardens? What is the matter with you two? You and Lursulia used to be best friends. I mean, why is Lursulia such a big baby? This is the kind of thing I mean. She's annoying is all. How can both of you be so stubborn? You're not going to let her off, are you? Not until she stops being such a pain. If she wasn't so annoying, I wouldn't have to insult her. And so we come full circle. Hi, the one true Louis. Or Louise? Whichever. You'll have to let me know which it is, I guess. Although I'm not sure how you'll do that. In any case, welcome! Thank you for joining! Good to see you in the chat. Ah, Luis? Okay. I'll try to remember that. Damn it, this is worse than I thought. The recent downpours have damaged a lot of buildings, Your Grace. While we still have space for prisoners, we should focus on buildings that need more attention. I've had a scribe write a list of things that need to be fixed. You'll see this in your weekly summary, Your Grace. This sounds like it's going to be costly. Yes. Didn't actually mean to leave yet. Was that in the archives then? Oh, okay, so those aren't actually buttons up top, they're just headings. By all the gods, that could have been me! Your Grace, do you see what happened here? If I was in the other cell, I would have been crushed. This is a sign. The gods have forgiven my sins. I shall serve the mighty ones. I'll dedicate my life to those in need. I mean, if I could get out of here, please? Oh, I bumped into the innkeeper on the street and stepped on his toe? How dare you tell such falsehoods? He ordered a gallon of beer, drank it all by himself, and didn't even have the gold to pay for it. You know the innkeeper, he was pretty upset. Oh, yes, I think I remember. Your Grace, I have been enlightened. I won't ever do such a stupid thing again. I will now serve a higher purpose. Just maybe let me out? I think you'll need some more time to think about your actions. I mean, he did try to lie to me. That's the only reason I chose that. Otherwise, I probably would have let him go. It was just beer. The gods have spared my life for a reason. And hello to my third viewer. Thank you for joining. Oh, it's you. You need to stop fighting with your sister. Want to talk about what happened in the gardens? No, I'm fine, Father. Why won't you talk to me? Everything's fine. Don't you have things to do? Used to be the best spot, find the best spots, remember? Maybe I'm not 5 anymore? I don't know where your sister learned to be so rude. I'll see you later. I'll leave you to it. Sure. Oh, very, very productive conversation. Oh, I can talk to the cat! I can pet the cat! Yay, I can pet the kitty! Okay, I'm sure there's someone who monitors this stuff, so, listen up whatever Twitter account is about petting the cats. Yes, Your Grace, you can pet the cat. We have control of 4 resources to keep our kingdom running smoothly: gold, supplies, army, and contentment. We need to distribute gold and supplies to our petitioners. If they are happy, their contentment will grow. A strong kingdom needs a big army. To gain more soldiers for our army, we will need to make alliances with neighboring lords and kings. We can gain resources through taxes, as well as from the alliances we make with lords. The villages in our domain pay taxes. Happy people will pay their taxes gladly, while the resentful will do what they can to get around them, resulting in less income for us. Okay, so there is a practical reason to have more happiness. It's kind of a future investment. This is why we need to make sure people's contentment is high in order to keep a good gold flow. Okay. Peasants, merchants, knights, foreigners, lords even. They all have problems, and they will seek help from their king. We can use our resources or agents to help those in need. Beware though, some might come with malicious intentions, so you should carefully consider who is truly in need, Your Grace. Monsters have attacked a village. We have sent the general to see if they can find anything. Peasant asked for gold to build a new inn for the village. King decided to support that with gold. Stuff about the family. I've funded a wedding. Divine intervention. Peasant imprisoned in your dungeons, nearly killed by collapsing cells. Divine intervention. Decided the peasant will stay in the dungeons a while longer. Okay, and I'm expecting to have to pay out for these flood damages. Hopefully I have enough money left. Oh, geez. This is your weekly summary screen. Here you'll be able to see your kingdom's weekly income and expenses. You can buy upgrades and fixes for the castle in the left section. To buy an upgrade, you simply select the button and you'll see the cost added to the summary below. I do not have enough gold to fix the other stuff, but oh, this one doesn't cost gold, it costs green. That's interesting. Okay. I probably don't want to run out of gold completely right now. Oh, that's more petitioners. Okay. Your Grace, no sign of the monsters. Did stumble upon these bandits, though. They were pillaging the village. Redhead, sharp teeth? A crest of Radovnia? I thought you could only find them in books and old manuscripts. But seems like we have one right here, too. Tell me. Is it true that you're from Radovnia? Radovia? Your man is right. Radovia is my home. And soon yours, too, ha! Why are you here? What are you and your men doing near the village? We're just making a living. One might call it plunder. I would call it hard work. Who is your leader? We are a free people. We don't bow to kings or lords. Bold words for someone trespassing in another country, bold and stupid. Your Grace, we can't allow barbarians to stalk our lands, plundering and killing innocent men. There's no question that justice needs to be dealt to this one. He doesn't even seem remotely repentant, so I don't see any point in throwing him in the dungeon. I think that's just going to eat up a resource where I could be jailing someone else later. It's a little bit brutal, but I think I'm just going to execute him. And hello to my new viewer, welcome! No Radovian scum will threaten the crown, behead him! My brothers will hear about this. You will feel their poisonous bite. I need to see Aurelia about this. What do you make of this, Audrey? Radovians here? How would they get through the mountains? Why would they threaten a war? That's a lot of questions, but I need answers, Audrey. Forgive me, Your Grace, I'm just puzzled. It might be reasonable to start thinking about renewing some old treaties. Talk to old friends, see who could give us a hand. With our current resources, a war would bring certain defeat. I will make some preparations. Okay, just leave me here then. Bye! These pigeons always bring so much mess into the throne room. I'm here representing the Bank of Florentini, Your Grace. I hear that your treasury has seen better times, but I'm here to help. How does this work? I understand sometimes it's hard to be a king, and we want to do our best to help. We offer quick and easy solutions to give you a surge of gold or supplies, whichever you may be in need of. Our exclusive package offers 50 gold or supplies instantly available to your use. The bank only adds a small fee of 10 gold or supplies depending on the type of loan. It's paid off in weekly amounts of 10 until you pay off your debt, Your Grace. We don't charge you any additional costs. But one last thing of note, we only do one type of loan at a time. So if you want to borrow gold, we can't lend you supplies until the first loan is repaid and vice versa. Remember, the first loan is free of charge. Just pay back what you take. I am lower on supplies than I am on gold right now, but I feel like I need the gold more because I've got that 10 gold thing I need to pay at the end of the week. So, I'm gonna borrow the gold. The Bank de Florentini is always happy to help. How's everyone in chat doing? Feel free to chat with me. Just because I'm sitting here playing doesn't mean I'm not available to chat. I bring news, Father. Asalia sneaked out at night last week. You're doing good, True Louise? Excellent, good to hear. I got off work a little bit early today, so I'm doing well too. I ran into her while she was going back to her chamber and laughed a little, all laughing and a little tipsy, I think. She wouldn't say where she'd been, but Sidani, as thick as she is, spilled everything to me in the morning. Those two chit-chat all the time. They think I don't realize. Vic, don't speak ill of your sister. What's gotten into you, Lorsulia? Asalia sneaks out to some wedding, gets all drunk, but I'm the bad one all of a sudden? You better talk to Asalia about this. You girls are going to drive me mad one day. Your Grace, my dear son is nowhere to be found. Yes, really a daft little boy, but still he is my son. I ask you to help us find him, Your Grace. Is there a chance you could do so? That's a long time to commit the general. No, ask around and see if you can track down your son. I hope he is still in one piece. You have my thanks, Your Grace. My name is Etten. I am the Lord of Branca, Your Grace. I'll be as straightforward as possible. Someone has kidnapped my daughter, and they expect me to pay 12 gold to get her back. The thing is, I track them down and I know where they are keeping her. I've planned everything out. I just need your general to help me take her back. Or I could just pay the ransom. Either way, I'll need your help, Your Grace. I'm out of generals. Gold it is. Your Grace, I fear for my life. I think someone is trying to get me. What's going on? I think someone is following me. They want me dead. Who's they? I don't know. How would I know? I haven't done anything, right? I better be going. Oh, that was vague. Okay. Hopefully the thief's brother doesn't show up during that time. Yeah, that's a good point. We never know when more of those bandit raiders will show up, but I feel like that might be a story event that's linked to the fight that was happening in a year at the start of the game? I hope. Monsters attacked a village, was sent to general, turned out to be bandits from Adavia, a place which nothing good ever came. The king decided it would be best to execute them. Beloved son... Sent an agent to look for the son. Peasant was very happy about it. Lord Etten has visited our halls with a serious matter. His daughter was kidnapped by bandits. Paid the ransom. Petition or something, but he never gave any details. He left in a hurry. Salia. Adventurous and playful. Doesn't care about it. Okay. So... time to go check on the family. And events in town. Yes, father? There was a wedding in the village. I heard there was quite a fine wedding in the village just outside our walls. Considering the resources you spent to help them out with it, it definitely was. How do you know this? It sounds as if they had the honor of a royal guest. No, of course not. I've heard what the people say is all. Come on now, I know about the wedding. Lord Sulia told me what happened. How would she know anyway? Oh, of course, Sidani. Sidani? I wouldn't forgive myself if something happened to you. You have no need to worry, nothing will happen. You know what's out there? What could have happened if someone found a princess by herself in a village? All the drunkards, thugs. Nothing happened, father. I was dressed differently. I was careful, I'm not stupid. I know what I'm doing, all I wanted was a little fun. Ursulia said you got drunk? That's a lie. I know what I'm doing, I can take care of myself. How many times? Ah, Ursulia. Since she turned 13, she thinks you will make her marry some fat dumb prince and send her off to another castle. If she intends to be such a lousy rat, maybe it would be for the best. Is that why she's been acting up lately? I suppose so? It doesn't change the fact that she's just infuriating. And it doesn't change the fact that you didn't stop with the name-calling. You are confined to the castle. You will not be visiting the market. What am I supposed to do inside these godforsaken walls? Ah, stupid Lorsulia, I'll teach her a lesson. Stop with the names. I'd better talk to Lorsulia. Crack in the pavement. Need to get it patched up one day. And welcome to my new viewer. Darling? Foreign barbarians visited us this week. Radavians have come to Davern. One of their bandits was brought through to the castle. Radavians? That can't be right. Do you think it's about our promise? It might be. What do you think? 13 years ago, we promised our unborn child's hand to a thug. Bayern, wasn't it? Does it matter? After 13 years, a Radavian shows up in our castle. I'll be damned. Yes, Lorsulia will soon become a woman, and we will need to find her a husband. And Bayron, the villain, will arrive to make me fulfill my promise. Witch? Okay. How could we have promised our daughter's hand to a Radovian? With a knife to my throat, I'm not sure what else we could have done. To think our daughter will marry some barbaric thug, though. We can't let this happen, Eric. Don't worry, we'll solve this. Do you remember the curse? I don't even want to think about this. Let's just hope the curse is nothing but a hoax, and see how things with the thugs turn out. What are we going to do new? If Bayron ever shows up to claim our daughter's hand, hopefully no one will believe him. Just need to play stupid. Unless he shows up with an army. Don't be silly now. How could a commoner afford an army? Even we can't. How could Radavians get to Davern? Anything seems possible at this stage. Did you send the bandit to the dungeons? No, I let him see justice. Damn it, you should have questioned him first. One less barbarian to worry about, though. How are you holding up? I don't know. It's so unreal. Marry a prince, a lord even, yes, but let her marry a thug? We can't do this. It will be fine. I won't let them take her away. I'll see you later, darling. Eric, I'm terrified. I can handle this. Fine, I'll stay here. I wish I could have a snooze right now. I do have plenty to do, though. Okay, well, I was trying to look at what's in that chest, but it's fine. Oh, it's you. Salia told me what's going on. Salia told me why you might be feeling a bit down recently. I think your mother and I had started to figure it out anyway. I'm sorry we didn't realize earlier. Oh, and why is that? Soon lords and knights will line up to ask for your hand. You know I will have to choose someone. But we can wait. I promise we won't move forward if you're not ready. Time will show. We'll check on you later. Hi, Quackers! Thank you for joining! Actually, I wonder if I should check the dungeon again. Or I advance the week. can I help your grace? Just looking around. Have you considered letting me out, your grace? The gods must have spared my life for a reason, you know. It's been at least over a week in the dungeon for 1 gallon of beer. That's probably sufficient. The gods have truly chosen me. I will go and spread their wisdom. Thank you, your grace. Our paths will cross again. I can feel it. And hopefully not when you show back up in the dungeon again. Okay, now I can repair the theater and remove the happiness penalty. Dear Eric, we have crossed the mountains. We will come for what was promised, for the gods have graced us with their strength. They do have a king after all. Where there's a king, an army follows. What promise are they babbling about, anyway? Do I tell them? Yes, I'll tell them. How? You never mentioned it, your grace. I didn't think I'd have to keep my word. We can't let the barbarians seize the throne. Our treasury is low, but we can always seek allies. I will let you get on with the audits, and I'll make some preparations in the meantime. I'll be in the council chamber, your grace. Your grace, injustice and hunger have struck our village. Men dressed in black came and took our stock. Hardly anything left worth giving the dogs now. I wanted to kindly ask for 7 pieces of gold or 5 sacks of supplies, your grace. That way we can at least keep our children fed. That will be enough to keep us going for a couple of weeks. Gods favor you. I come with a business proposition, Your Grace. I need 12 gold to hire men and buy resources to build a new tavern in Branca. See, the tavern will serve as more than just a way for locals to get drunk. The village is really well positioned. It has many visitors, but they never stay for long. New tavern will change that and guarantee a steady income. I will share the profits once I start making money on the business. I'll go for it. Oh, wonderful. You won't regret it, Your Grace. I will get right on with the work. 8 solid tables, 13 beds. We could make a cheaper shared chamber. Oh, it's going to work well. Grace, a disease is crawling in our village. It is nothing serious, I don't think, but fevers and sneezes are all over the place. It appeared out of nowhere. As if a dark force brought it upon us. Uh-oh. Give them out in your village. Make sure everyone has access to what they need. Thank you, Your Grace. We are beyond content. I hope the spirits will keep you well. Nothing useful in here, just a pile of rubbish. Oh. That's the worst treasure chest. Hey there. Pumpkin? Pumpkin? That's new, I like it. Your Grace. A raccoon might enjoy a chest like that. Fair enough. Sidani, I always tell you not to play here. But this is my most cherished place in the cast fortress. Oh, I have most finest items here, Father. You have most what? Please, let me stay here. I won't break anything, I promise. As long as you don't damage anything. Oh yes, thank you, Father, Your Grace. Ooh, let's see what else is here. Your Grace, I appointed a scout. He'll let us know what we're up against. Meanwhile, we should invite King Talus. He might be able to help. Select Allies tab on the resource panel to view your potential allies. We can talk to the nearby lords. But first I would suggest inviting Talus. Here you can view the details of each of your potential allies and send... you need to have a pigeon available in order to send an invite. Oh. Well, I can see why they recommend him first. He costs nothing and brings a ton of military. Nothing is known about him, apparently. Okay. With his army, we should be able to repel Radavia. No matter what they come with. Thank you, Audrey. Okay, I've already purchased all the upgrades. Getting more from the market stalls. Got the taxi. General that cost me money. Actually only making like 3 golds a week in taxes. That's pretty rough. Taxes and other fees. And a lot of that I'm paying back to the bank as well. Okay, everyone, I think this was a good little taste of this game, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream a little bit early. Depending on how I'm feeling, I might come back and stream again later, maybe not. We'll see. But, for the time being, thank you everybody for coming. I really appreciate everybody showing up and hanging out with me. And hope to see you next time, or later if I end up streaming again. Bye-bye!
Yeah.
Thank you for the nya, it was cute.